flows along.
It was coming down all day, it felt like yesterday, Brian.
Just a mess yesterday too, and the mess continues this morning. We take a look at the flood alerts that are still in place. I believe most of the Triad comes out of a flood warning unless it's extended at the top of the hour, so we're hopeful there. The river flooding isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Haw River near Crest now may come up a little bit more, experiencing moderate flooding currently along the Haw. Mostly minor flooding in Rockingham County along the Dan River, but it does get a little more extensive once you get into the Danville area. The same system with the Yadkin River, Yadkin College experiencing some high water. As you can imagine, we had some high water pretty much everywhere yesterday. Kind of resetting our radar and going back the last 36 hours. Started coming in as scattered showers late Wednesday evening. The bulk of the rain came with this big band. It produced some strong wind gusts too, especially across our northern tier counties. Flood warnings went up very quickly. It only took 1, 2, 3 inches of rain to come down quickly to spawn those. And we had a couple of other bands after that caused some issues down the road. We still have some residual rain, but these are all the reports of issues, from flooding to strong wind gusts to even some funnel clouds that were reported. A number of trees knocked down in Yadkin County and Surrey County. Some of the reports like we have in Stokes County. One report, actually, that represents several. It just says numerous trees down countywide, as a lot of the 911 centers were overwhelmed. Funnel clouds are reported during the evening hours yesterday, both in Draper, farther north. That was at 6:30, but before that, one in Lawsonville along Grooms Road. Those storms had tornado warnings on them. In fact, I think it was one storm that had it. I kind of went back to radar around 4:30. We saw the band come through the I-40 corridor, and then notice how it kind of split apart into individual storms. Every one of those storms was spinning, and incidentally, the one that did cause the fatality in Brown Summit was part of that line too. It's actually this storm that rolled through. That never had a warning on it, but the two behind it did. And that's certainly what the tornado warnings that Dylan and Michelle had to deal with yesterday. This is a view from what that storm may have looked like rolling through the campus of A&T yesterday. Some low cloud cover, some heavy rains, and some very ominous looking skies came through during that same time frame. So we were watching those bands across the eastern part of the state. They finally began to pivot through the area, but they had been at least prompting tornado warnings across the Raleigh area and points east toward the coast all day long, and really the last couple of days. We also had some heavy rains, about 2.5 to 4 inches across the eastern part of the Triad. We had a little bit of a let up over portions of Davidson County perhaps, but some soaking rains elsewhere. Mount Airy saw nearly 4.5 inches of rain in the bucket yesterday. And on top of the soaking rains, we had winds. Peak gusts yesterday, 52 miles per hour at PTI Airport, and several gusts there and in some of the surrounding airports got into the 40s. So the storm itself has moved away. The storm center is racing at 36 miles per hour. That's not the wind speed. Actually, it's faster than the current wind speed. It is moving very quickly through the mid-Atlantic and headed into the northeast, and still prompting tornado warnings in the D.C. area. We have an area of showers on the back end of that circulation still pivoting through. Our best rain chance is now through 9 this morning, but we'll keep a lingering chance for a few sprinkles. It's not going to be the prettiest day early on, but I think by the afternoon we'll start to see some breaks in the clouds. High temperatures, mid to upper 80s today. West-southwest winds at 10 to 15, gusting to 20. We'll be gusting to 15 in the foothills. We'll start to see more rapid clearing, I think, across our western counties today. Temperatures are getting close to 80, if not well into the 80s for most of the area today, and we are looking forward to a drier period of weather down the road. It stays pretty warm through Sunday, but we'll see a cold front come through that should knock our temperatures back down. A couple of drops of rain here and there, but not nearly as wet as the last couple days have been.